What's up everyone? Today is April 28th of 2026 and we got a new Pred DLC. So as many people have predicted from the teaser trailer, the new DLC is Njohrr. This is the father of Dak in the movie Badlands. Now there's only one small nerf in the patch notes and it says you can no longer jump and use the shock gauntlet. But you can kind of use the shock gauntlet in the air if you shoot and then jump, but the height is a bit shorter than before. There's a few pictures of this character on the DLC page. You can see his sword, his own plasma caster, his body armor. And here's a closer look at his mask you can see right there. Pretty neat stuff. And also some lore of the character. The Father Predator is an elder Yautja clan leader who lives by a single, unwavering truth, strict adherence to the Yautja Codex. He credits these ancient teachings for his unprecedented survival, earning him the reputation of the greatest hunter in his clan's long history. To him, the code is absolute. He is infamous for purging his own ranks, ruthlessly calling any member who exhibits even the slightest hint of frailty. His vast experience has made him an unparalleled master of Yautja technology. He is a ferocious and calculating predator, a living monument to the lethal perfection demanded by the Yautja Codex. Now there's also a short trailer for this character, so here it is. We saw this in the small teaser before. Now we get more footage of this character. Good music for the intro, I'll say that. There he is, up top. It's Njohrr, coming to hunt.
Chopper's here. Go, go, go! On the move.
Looking pretty good. Cool looking dreads. Oh, the cloak effect. It's different. Oh, there's a new sword. Alright, so moving on, here's what the character looks like on the character selection screen. Nice looking model. Yeah, he's a big boy. He's a heavy class. Also, here is the new Yautja Sword from the movie Badlands. It actually unfolds the blade, which is pretty cool, and has a red laser on it. Alright, so the specializations are Ghost, Tactician, and Wrathful. So Ghost, we know what that does. You get bonus melee damage from being invisible and doing a melee attack. Tactician, increased damage to enemies that are trapped, netted, or interacting. You know where it says trapped? I wonder if that also applies to the stun effect from the shock gauntlet because they're kind of trapped in a way. They can't move for like 2 seconds or something. Or only against the bear traps. Well, I never tried to test it on the stun effect on the shock gauntlet, so who knows. Wrathful, after receiving enemy fire team damage from behind, your next melee attack does increased damage. That's dangerous with the hook or even the sickle. Alright, so up next we're going to take off his mask and that's what his face looks like from this angle. Also, we'll go into the intro of a match and I'll show you how he looks. Alright, so once you're in a match, that's what Njohrr looks like right here. Going to look in armor, long thin dreadlocks that are white. Oh, nice cloak effect. Pretty cool. Go into thermal vision. That's what he looks like. It's like a male version of the witch, kind of, in some way. Also, he's got a new roar sound, which I'll show you over here. Alright, so now let's move on to his energy drain. Let's see how fast the cloak is going to drain the energy. Just cloak alone. It's pretty slow. Yeah. How about cloak and thermal? How fast does that drain the energy? Let's see. It seems to be like normal speed maybe. Yeah, so I think by default this Pred will not need the energy cell perk. I think he'll be just fine. So looking at the stamina use with the leap with this Pride class, you can do around 3 of them before you have to stop to recharge. So I think with this class, I would use the perk called Adrenal Boost to get a 4th jump. Alright, so let's pull out the sword and see the animation as you take it out. Let's have a look here. Oh, that is cool. And it's got a humming sound. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, that looks cool and sounds cool. So, primary attack has a 3-hit strike combo. There you go. Nice. Okay, cool. Wow. My stamina got drained pretty fast. So, the secondary attack is this right here. And you'll see it has this burning red effect on them. And I'm pretty sure that is a bleeding effect. So it drains their life over time for a few seconds. Let's do it one more time. There it is. You see it? There's a red burning effect on them. There it is on Dutch. You see? Also, the sword does have a stealth attack animation with the primary fire, but the animation is pretty much what we saw before. It's the same one as the sickle. Alright, so since Njohrr is going to be a ghost melee build kind of character, there's a comparison between which one is better, that one or using Amazon with Ghost. Now, the Amazon has a bit more HP, according to these stats right here. It has less gear points, but more perk points, whereas Njohrr has less HP, more gear points, but less perk points. And the last thing that I noticed with this pred is there seems to be a graphic issue with the face under some shadows. Like when you lose the mask and go into like an area with shadows, the face gets very dark. It's not natural. It's kind of weird. Anyways, I'll show you right here. You see, it's very different shading. Yeah, it's a bit off there. Anyways, so that is the new Father Pred, also called Njohrr from Badlands. A new Pred DLC character in Predator Hunting Grounds. Thanks for watching, leave a like on the video, and I'll see you later.